What's going on, everybody? Still in Chicago. Gonna be here for a while. You've seen me make fun of cars, but today I just figured, you know what the heck? I'm gonna make some about some sleeper cars. Now, one thing about finding sleeper cars is they are very challenging to find because, the definition of a sleeper car is one that looks stock, but is packing a lot of horsepower or some sort of monster horsepower underneath the hood that you can't see. So it was a bit of a challenge. I've actually been kind of working on it for a few days because it's really challenging. You have to pretty much go through everything to find it, and then you just, you just get lucky sometimes. So one of these in here, I actually went into roast for a racer video that I got coming up, and it actually surprised me. And yeah, check it out. Okay, this is a 98 Cavalier rear wheel drive. Am I reading that right? I have to check this out. Okay. So, this is interesting. Oh, wow. Okay. You know, when I clicked on this photo, I was not expecting it to go the way that it did. Oh, oh, damn. Okay, okay, okay. All right, yeah, okay. That's something there, guys. Okay, let's go look at this description because that's something there. I mean, a Cavalier. Talk about sleepers. I mean, okay, first off, even just looking at it from this right here, I'm thinking normal Cavalier, whatever. I'm not, I'm about to roast this ricer right here. To just go and then see that right there, it's just like blew my mind. It's like, holy crap. So let's see what this guy did right here. I mean, just getting it to rear wheel drive is amazing. So I'm not gonna read all of this, but you can pause it, take a look at it. He has got a lot of stuff done to it. We saw the spoolie snow. It's there. The nice Terpsky. It's all there. This guy did something fantastic here, and I was actually quite surprised by what I found here. So yeah, we're gonna move along, but $7,000. If that's, I didn't see any other prices. I mean, $7,000 for that is, yeah, I would pay $7,000 for this in a heartbeat. Okay, so you look at this car. It's a '95 Honda Civic, and you go, oh, it's a Honda. It's just a Civic. There's nothing to it. I mean, even the first 3 pages, you're just like, but the keen observer will notice something right here. You can see something right here. Let's see if we get any look here. I mean, it's definitely, unsuspecting, and then bam, right there. It's got a turbo. It's not a bad little, I mean, I'm not sure what size turbo it is. Let's see, hold on. I think there's a better, yeah, here we go. I mean, it looks good. I mean, the engine bay, the engine bay doesn't look good, obviously, but it's kind of like it's a sleeper, it doesn't matter. When you have a turbo on here, you can get away with almost anything. And yeah, you can see the pipe running down there to that intercooler that we caught a glimpse of. What else does it have? It's just this photo right here. I would like the photo of that. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's a better look at that turbo. So it's not, I mean, it's probably just a Chinese turbo. I don't see Garrett or anything right here. Let's see if it says anything in the description. All right, boosted Civic. Stage 3 clutch, D15 block, Z6 head, turbo and intercooler, 550cc injectors, Nimzo fuel pump, XS power downpipe. So he's got a few things done to it. Runs rough because of tune, but if it had a good one, it would run amazing. it's you know, I'm having that issue right now with my truck, tuning it properly too, so I understand that completely. So yeah, I mean, it's not a bad little Honda here. You know, I talk shit about them, but when they have a turbo on them like this, I won't talk shit about them. These things are fast. All right, everybody. Got us a 92 Honda Civic SI JDM K20A swap. He's asking $14,000 for it. That's a bit pricey for a 92 Honda Civic. So let's hope he has something going on there other than just a K20 swap. Let's see. Let's look at these mods real quick. So basically, as you can see, everything here, I'm not going to read it all. I'm going to let you go ahead and view it, see what you want to look at it. It does say right here that it is tuned on E85, made 250 wheel horsepower. So, I mean, 250 wheel horsepower in a car this small is gonna fly. And I also saw that it had R888s on here, so that's not bad. So let's take a look at these photos, see what he has in the photos. I mean, that is one clean engine bay. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, got the K-Tune intake with probably a K-Tune, I guess, maybe intake manifold. I'm not a Honda guy, so I don't really know what that is, but this one was done right. Just needs a little turbo on there, but hey, I mean, honestly, it really doesn't. I mean, it's probably really, really fast the way it is. So let's see what else he has. I mean, he kept the interior looking good, nice and clean, nothing special. The back end looks normal, nothing crazy. I mean, it is definitely a sleeper. Yeah, I mean, I like the seats. The seats look really, really clean. And I mean, it's just a clean vehicle all around. I mean, definitely a sleeper. Definitely. I mean, if you pulled up next to this thing, you would think it was just a normal Honda. And then he would just gap you. Unless you had something that was turbo, then maybe not. But, I mean, still, like I said, 250 horsepower in this car is nothing to be, laughing at. All right. So, now, I consider my BMW to be a sleeper. So if my BMW is a sleeper, then if I see another BMW like mine that is fully, dressed out with performance mods, then that one as well shall be. So let's check it out. First off, let's take a look at the exterior, see what we got. Looks like a BMW 335. Nothing, out of the normal. Yep, okay. As you can see on here, you can see he's got the twin cones over here with the 50mm blow-off valve and the charge pipe. You can see those things sitting right there. So it's not crazy modded like mine, but it's still fairly modded. And the interior looks fantastic. Looks like a standard BMW interior. Nothing crazy. Yeah. Got subs, which is going to kill that performance, I will say. I mean, that's a whole lot of that's a whole lot of weight right there. That's just killing you. But yeah, I mean, so let's check out what he has done. That determines whether or not anybody is a sleeper. So, yeah. So I'm not gonna read everything. I'm basically gonna look at just what is the performance mods. So you got ARM Motorsports charge pipe. You got the intercooler, JB4 running on 18 pounds of boost, map 5, dual cone intake, muffler delete, M-Sport. Okay, the exhaust tips don't do anything. And now I run these exact same plugs. I like them. They're gapped at 21, I do believe, as well. The Index 12s, those are the latest and greatest of BMW's injectors. Yeah, other than that, yeah, it's all just basically some visual stuff. Nothing crazy. And then, yeah, it shows he has the Bilstein B8 front and rear struts. I bet it handles pretty well. But it says also, what was it right here? Yeah, about 450 horsepower-ish he estimates it to be. So, with a custom tune, because he's just running on map 5, so with a custom tune, you could get more out of it. Yeah, you know, he hasn't really actually done any tune or anything like that. He's just running on map 5, which is like basically like a auto learning tune from what I believe. Um, so with the actual custom tune, who knows? It could see, you know, 500 horsepower. And I do want to know if he's on E85 or if that's just 93. So that's one thing I'd like to know. But moving on. All right, I'm gonna let y'all be the judge of this one. It's kind of like you know, iffy if whether or not it's a sleeper or not. I mean, when you look at it, it looks like a standard 350Z or 370Z. They both look basically the same. And so I mean, you know, how would you know that it's got twin turbos? You know, I mean, these photos, when you look at it, all you see is basically just a 370Z. Nothing special. It looks basically stock wheels, you know, and then boom, then you get under the hood, twin turbos, you know. So that is basically, you know, I mean, that's pretty much what a sleeper is. So, I mean, you know. All right, let's take a look at this here description. See what he has listed here. You know, I'm not going to go through all of it, obviously. 510 horsepower at 9 psi. Seems like a low psi for such a high horsepower. You know, I'm not saying that it's wrong or anything like that. You know, it just seems weird, you know. Okay, got us another sleeper here. And, you know, these G8s right here, most people have no clue what they are. Just like the Chevy SS, a lot of people don't even know what those things are. They have no idea that they're packing, a 6.2 liter. Now, this one's going, I think this one has the 6 liter, but, you know, the SS has that 6.2 liter. And, but yeah, let's go through this thing and take a look at it, though, because, it looks fantastic. I mean, these things stock are sleepers. So, I mean, it looks basically stock everywhere. I mean, there's nothing. You see the quad tip exhaust right there. Well, you saw a part of the quad tip exhaust, and there's the other part of the quad tip exhaust. And you see some meat sticking out the side right there. But the question is, has he done anything to it? For $19,999, I sure hope so. Okay, so yes, I see a long laundry list of stuff, and I am not going to read it, but as you can see, it is quite a nice list here. I will say that he says it's 420 horsepower on a dyno jet. Got a lot of good stuff here, a lot of good stuff. So this right here is definitely going to fall into line with, you know, a sleeper. That's exactly what this is. So this was actually a quick one. So I'm going to move on and continue on. All right, guys, that's it. I hope you liked it. If you don't, you know, this might seem counterintuitive, but hey, hit the subscribe button. But if you didn't like it, you're not seeing this anyways. So, but hey, if you are seeing this, hit the subscribe button anyways. Later.